everyone! My name is Teacher Tiny and welcome to my channel where I share reviews and activities on different learning materials and perform online read-aloud storytelling sessions. And for today's post, I will be sharing with you the physical features and what's inside, why I like, and also activities that you can do using another awesome learning manipulative from Learning Resources, which is there, All About Me Family Counters. And as I mentioned in my previous review, I live in the Philippines and Learning Resources' main store is in the US, so I only get to buy their items through retail companies. So I bought this one from Book Castle Bookstore in Ocean Terminal Harbor City in Hong Kong last 2018. I actually didn't know about that store. It just so happened it was our last day and we decided to go to the mall. And I was looking for a regular toy store like Toys R Us or Toy Kingdom. And then I saw one and I was about to go in when this beautiful castle decorated store caught my eye. And I got curious, so I decided to go in. And when I went in, it was like a little heaven for me. They have a wide range of storybooks, educational toys, puzzles, games, arts and crafts, and teaching materials, and so much more. So it's a really good place for children, parents, and teachers. And I saw on their Facebook page that they have several branches. So if you are in Hong Kong or if you do visit Hong Kong, please go to Book Castle Bookstore and hopefully you can share your experience with me. For its physical features, so there again, it's called All About Me Family Counters from Learning Resources. It's inside a thin cylindrical plastic film-like container which is 6 inches tall and with a diameter of a little more than 4 inches. And it's also tightly sealed just like the lowercase lacing alphabet, but even if it's tightly sealed, it's easy to open and close. It also has a handle which makes it easy to carry around. However, as I mentioned, it's made out of thin plastic film-like material. So if you plan to bring this with you or wherever you plan to store it, you have to avoid for it to be squished so that the container will not be deformed. So these are the 6 family members, and as you can see, they can all stand. And they're made of rubber. And as you can also see, they're in different forms. So we have a tall and a small person wearing pants, a tall and a small person wearing a dress, and a baby and a cat. So who they are will depend on who you will assign them to be. Each character is in 6 different colors. We have orange, green, blue, purple, yellow, and red. Then for each character, there are 2 pieces for each color, so a total of 12 pieces per character. Then since there are 6 characters, again in 2 for each color, we have a total of 72 pieces, which is indicated here on the top corner of the container. If you think that's too many, they also have a set of 24. And it's also indicated here that it's only for ages 3 and above. It's because even its largest piece is only 2.5 inches tall. So that's still too small for kids who still put toys inside their mouth. My favorite thing about these counters is that it's very colorful. I really love its vibrant colors because even though I'm just looking at it, it already makes me feel curious, happy, and excited to play with it. And a lot of kids love colorful objects, so using this as a tool in your activity can grab their interest. And I also really like how its handle is soft, flexible, and rubbery, so it doesn't hurt your hand, which makes it easy to carry around. And the third one is, I really like that it's washable, so you can mix it with Play-Doh, with Jello, slime, and other messy materials, and you can just wash it afterwards. And last but not the least, it can be used in many activities, which I will be sharing with you next. I have 10 activities that I'll be sharing with you. The first 5 activities are listed on the Family Counters Guide, which can be found on learningresources.com. But I'll also be adding my own ideas on how you can maximize their suggested activities. And then the next 5 activities are my own, so hopefully you'll enjoy them and you'll be able to use them in the future. The first activity is pretend play or free exploration. According to their guide, giving children the time to explore freely allows them to do, see, feel, touch, invent, and discover all on their own. For me, there are 3 ways you can do this. First, you can integrate these counters into tutorial activities. where the children can freely explore them in water, in jello, ice, sand, and other materials with the thrill of having to find or reveal it first. Next is to pretend play. You can prepare a dollhouse or a city made out of recycled materials like cardboard boxes, cereal boxes, or toilet paper rolls. You can also provide them with transportation and any other materials that will support your child's imagination on how he can role play these counters in real life. And last but not the least, you can just give it to them and let them enjoy and be creative on how they want to play with it. The second activity is called What is Missing, and I'll be showing you how to do it using the instructions provided by Learning Resources on their Family Counters Guide. So first, place several counters in front of a child. Then ask the child to look at them and study them carefully. Then after that, ask the child to close both eyes while you remove one of the counters. And then, after that, see if the child can remember which piece is missing. And in this set, do you remember what piece is missing? It's the red one. So there. You can also vary the level of difficulty by adding more counters or removing more than one each time. For example, I'll be taking out some counters. And now, can you tell me how many counters did I remove? I took out 2 counters. And can you tell me which pieces are missing? And the missing pieces are the purple lady and the green man. So there. The third activity is sorting. You can have the children sort the counters into different sets by attribute. For example, we have here a set sorted according to color. We have here a set sorted by size. So these are the big ones and then these are the small ones. And we have here a set sorted according to shape. The next activity you can do using the All About Me family counters is continuing patterns. There are available printable cards on their website, learningresources.com, and it's available in colored and in black and white. You can have them printed and laminate them, or you can just make your own. And then use the counters to fill in the missing piece or pieces in the box or boxes provided. The fifth activity you can do using these counters is build a family. Using these counters, you can ask children to build their families. Since the counters are in different shapes, sizes, and colors, they can easily build the type of family they belong to. And of course, we have to consider that there are different types of families. We have those who have their grandparents with them, we have those who are an only child, and we even have families who consider their pets as blood related. So you can do it by color. You can assign a certain color for the child, or you can just let them decide the color or how they want to represent their family members. For example, in here, the orange counters represent the parents, the yellow counters represent the grandparents, while the red counters represent the children. The sixth activity is counting. First, you can prepare a set of counters that the children can count. For example, here you can ask them how many babies are there. So we have 1, 2, 3. There are 3 babies. Or you can prepare more sets and then with different quantities, and then you can ask the child to point which of these sets has 2 babies in them. So we have this set. Or using these counters, you can ask the children to give you the number you're asking for. So you can ask them, for example, can you give me 3 cats? And they can just get and give it to you. 1, 2, 3. So you can see from there if they already understand the concept of one-to-one correspondence. You can use flashcards and ask the children to match the pictures with counters to help them understand more about the concept of one-to-one correspondence. You can also use these counters when learning the concept of addition and subtraction. You can use these counters to make addition and subtraction stories. For example, let's pretend that this is a swimming pool and we have 2 children swimming inside. So we can say that there are 2 children swimming in the pool, and then 3 more children join them. How many children do we have in all? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children inside the swimming pool. As for the subtraction story, you can say that there are 5 children swimming in the pool, and then 2 of them went home. How many children are left in the swimming pool? So we have 1, 2, 3 children. If you're already in the pictorial or abstract stage, you can use these counters for children who still have difficulty or still need concrete materials to solve. You can use the regular flashcards that you can buy from stores, or you can also use the available printable addition and subtraction flashcards from the internet. Just search in Google, addition or subtraction family counters card. You can also use these counters to learn the concept of ascending and descending. You can show them a set of counters with different sizes, and then you can ask them to sort these counters in ascending or descending order. It can also be by quantity. For the 9th activity, you can also use the All About Me family counters when learning about colors. If you're learning one color at a time, you can prepare a container or an object that will represent the color that you'll teach, and then you can prepare a set of counters with that color and also other different colors. And then you can say, for example, here, this is purple, and there are also purple counters in this set. Can you find which of these counters are also purple? And then there, so they can just find and just put the counters on top of the container or inside the container or the object that you've chosen. So there. Learning through colors can also be through matching. So I have here an example of an activity wherein the child has to match the cats with its correct owner by identifying the colors. So I can point to this cat and ask, do you know what color this is? It's yellow. Let's find its owner, which has the same color as this cat. So you can start with going through the first person and ask, do they have the same color? No. So that's not the owner. How about this one? Do they have the same color? Yes. So this is his owner. And what color are they? They're yellow. Good job. And so on and so forth. And last but not the least, just like the lowercase lacing alphabet, the All About Me family counters can also be used as an assessment tool in assessing the skills that you learn on all the 9 activities that I've mentioned. So there, another awesome learning material from Learning Resources. Again, it's called the All About Me family counters. It's colorful, it's easy to carry around, it's washable, it's versatile. You can use it to learn so many skills and use it in so many activities like pretend play, visual discrimination, sorting, continuing patterns, learning about families, counting, addition and subtraction, learning about ascending and descending order, learning about colors, and also as an assessment tool. So, grab yours now. Thank you so much for watching, and I know it's quite a long video. It's just that there are so many activities that you can do using the All About Me family counters. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to comment or message me. And also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Teacher Tiny. Till next time, bye!